Hi and welcome to Dave's Classic Collectibles. Today we're going to do a quickie and something a little bit different. Just recently I went out to a slot meet for car parts to look for some items for one of my actual cars. While I was there, just in the corner of my eye, I caught this, a box full of Hot Wheels Fast and Furious. So I walked over and said hello to the gentleman and said, what's the story? And he said, $20, you can take the lot. So I thought, yeah, why not? And I just thought I'd show you this. It's something at times when you're not looking for this, you're looking for something else, you never know what you might quite find. Pulling everything out of that little box, you can see there is 8 models here, and yes, 2 of them are the same, but hey, for $20, still very much a bargain. Now, I do not collect Hot Wheels, and nor do I collect the Fast and Furious series, but for the box for $20, hey, let's just grab it. What I have done today is we've looked up the Hot Wheels wiki and looked at the Fast and Furious. Now in there they tell you all your serial numbers, some things, there's a lot of information in there, so you can actually date when they were released, what part of the series. So if you want more information, definitely go and have a look at the Hot Wheels wiki. It's very, very worthwhile and a lot of information in there. So what we'll do, we'll have a little bit of a look at these cars and go through and see what we've got. Looking at our first pair, we have Dom's Buick Grand National. That is actually out of the Fast and Furious film, and that one is actually F4. If you want to look at that, it was the 4th film in the series. Both of these cars were released in 2015, but for different series. The Buick is number 6 of number 8, where the Ford Escort, the 1970 RS 1600, was actually driven by Brian in F6. It is car number 221 of 250 in the series, and it's part of the HW Workshop or Hot Wheels Workshop series. As we said, both models were released in 2015. Looking at our second pair here, both of these cars are actually out of the same movie, which was the second film in the series, which was Too Fast and Too Furious. Obviously the car on the right there, the Nissan Skyline R34, is probably one of the most famous cars in the movie, being Brian's Skyline, and it's very, very much to a big boost for the R34 worldwide. The Honda S2000 was released in 2016. It is car number 2 of a series of 8. Brian's R34 was released in 2017, is also number 2 of an 8-car series as well. And both of these models are quite desirable in the Hot Wheels community. Here is our third pair, and both of these cars are from the same movie, from F5 or Fast and Furious 5. The De Tomaso Pantera is car number 2 of series of 5. The Porsche 911 is car number 5 of 5. So both of these models are actually from the same series, and as we said, appeared in the same movie. Both of these models were released in 2024. Our final pair today, as you can see, are both the same. These guys were released in 2024, and it's Brian's Ford F-150 SVT Lightning from the first film, The Fast and the Furious, and it's very much quite liked in the Fast and Furious community. Released in 2024 and is part of the Hot Wheels Premium series. These cars came in 4 mixes, which contained 5 cars in each mix. This is number 1 of 5 in mix 4. Both of these 2 models are actually very important cars throughout the series. One obviously driven by Dom and the other one driven by Brian. The first car on the left, the Buick, is out of the start of F4, and we see Dom back in the series because after 3 being Tokyo Drift, they were all gone except for Dom making a very much a cameo appearance at the very, very end of the film. This is where they start off Fast and Furious 4. They're stealing fuel, and Dom and Letty rock up in this Buick, and it's some great scenes with the car going underneath the tanker. The Escort to the right of it, Brian's Escort, where things really did start with the series start to get a little bit James Bond-ish, Mission Impossible. Things were really starting to get a little bit far-fetched in some content. Brian drives this as they go flying up and down the freeway, trying to stop the villain at the time in a tank. And at that point, Letty had no idea, due to an accident, that she was even any part of Dom or his crew. So both cars in the films have very significant parts. Both of these 2 cars in the second film were very popular, both of them out of Too Fast and Too Furious. Yuki's S2000, though, as Hot Wheels have done it with the roof on, the car was obviously the convertible down in the actual show. Both of these cars are featured at the start of the film, with two of these, including another two other cars, having a race at the start. Obviously, Brian does win in his R34 Skyline, and Yuki comes in second, taking the car up over the bridge and damaging the front end of the car. Yuki's car is very, very popular in the Hot Wheels series. These two cars are out of the same film. They're out of Fast and Furious 5, or F5. This part of the film is where they try to steal some cars to get them quick enough to go through an obstacle, which is basically to be the police station, because they need to get in there quick enough so they can miss the cameras. And they fly these cars around a made-up track and definitely make a little bit of a mess of them as they try and get them quick enough so they don't get picked up by the cameras. Obviously, in our box today, there was two of these, but we'll just do the one. The last one, the F-150, out of the first film. So Brian's car that he drives, and while he's undercover, is working for a parts company to find out who's actually knocking off all the CD players and DVD players and etc., that they're getting stolen. This is the car that he drove in that. Quite a significant car. Everyone sort of loves the F-150 SVT, and it's really good that Hot Wheels have done it and done a fantastic version of it as well. Summing up, I guess you don't know sometimes what you might find when you're not looking for it. Bit of a rare find here to find a box full of these for $20, so a bit of a bargain. If there's something out there that you found when you're not really looking for it, or that strange place that you've picked something up, please let us know. This is the first time we've done any Hot Wheels, so if you do enjoy today, please let us know. If you'd like to see some more Hot Wheels, please let us know as well. If you enjoyed, leave a comment down below. If you collect Hot Wheels or you're interested even in the Fast and Furious, please let us know. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. If you liked it, send us a thumbs up. Until next time, happy collecting.